Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Laggy Bjornholm, because XSplit had a bit of a feat. Welcome back to Bjornholm, where today we're going to be sorting out the cows, hopefully. I think the silage should be matured now and fermented, so that should be a thing. If not, I'm going to start off by giving them grass and straw, the normal nonsense. You can see that I did just mow this entire area. It took a while, but it was so rewarding to just completely defoliate an area. I may do that again in the future, because it's so relaxing. Yeah, if you've got a few hours to spare in Farm Sim, and you don't particularly have anything to do, grab a mower and just start going. It's so relaxing to just completely defoliate one side of the road. Especially when there's no trees in the way. And I know I meant to get... I wanted to get the thing... the chainsaw and a log trailer. That'll be in the next 55,000 apparently. Or 56 I suppose. There we go. I had to move in my chair. So yeah, that'll be the next time we get lots of money, which will be after this harvest. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the cows ready to go now, and we're going to cut through the silage bunker over here, which is going to be unused. I'm not going to use the silage clamp at all. I'm just going to move my pop filter up a bit because I moved. There we go. I'm not going to use this silage clamp at all. It's just going to remain there unused and abandoned and lonely and sad. Now, here is all of our straw, hay, and hopefully grass. Oh look, it's fermenting. Suddenly, it's the next day. Hang on, I've accidentally fast forwarded through an entire day. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this shower as well, which means I'm skipping another day. There we go, 7 o'clock in the morning. You didn't see that! So now we have silage. I'm gonna put one bale of... Oh yeah, this guy's been working on the field for 3 days. Solid. He hasn't slept. These two guys are just amazing workers. Stop. Okay, so it's X. Oops. X. And by the way, I'm talking about Xbox controls, not PC controls. That is, in fact, X on PC as well. I'm not even looking at my Xbox controller, so I feel like a pro. I rarely do actually look at it, unless I'm very confused with the buttons, which rarely happens. I'm comfortable enough with it now that I don't really need to look at the buttons, but in the past I have had to do so. So why did you miss this bit up here? In fact, you missed 2 bits. Is it the hill that knocked you up a bit? Because I don't like having to do your job, guy. You know, I hired you because you said you were the best, and you come along and not do half of the field. You're almost as bad as Combine Guy. Or that dude who ploughed up some grass that he wasn't supposed to. That guy's a real moron. I mean, I don't know how he even got into farming. He must have bought his way in or something. So I need to flip the plough again. There we go. So yeah, I do occasionally do manual work like this, especially just a bit of cleanup. OCD's kicking in now. No, OCD's really kicking in. Oh my god. Don't actually have OCD. I just call it OCD. I might do. I've never been diagnosed with it, so I probably shouldn't say it's OCD kicking in. No, it's just a compulsion that things have to be done right. There we go. You know, things have to be done a specific way or else they're wrong and I have to fix it. So, he's finished on field 24 and he'll go work on field 25 now. 1.8 meters southwest to east. And we'll start at the first waypoint and go. There you go, buddy. So, we are gonna swap back to the John Deere down here. And the game's gonna lag a bit. There we go. Game doesn't like tabbing around as much as I do, apparently. So we're gonna pick up one hay bale. This is 1,000 euros worth of bale right here. 1,700 euros worth of bale. And we're gonna give it to the cows. You know when the bales actually show how much they're worth, it really feels like a waste. I can throw in a second bale because that looks like it's hardly anything. 22, 44, 66, 88, yeah. So I'm going to be making TMR first because that is what the cows will eat first. I'm going to be working on straw and grass and silage. And these bales over here are 2,000 euros a pop. So I may make more silage bales in the future. They take a couple of days to mature, and I don't know if this thing will be able to pick them up, but let's see what happens if I pop it. Oh. You mean I stacked these awkwardly for no reason whatsoever? I feel slightly jibbed, because I didn't want to break the silage wrap. Didn't want to break the wrap, because I thought it'd screw up the bale. Which it apparently didn't, and now I feel slightly annoyed that I was using a bale grab this entire time. I'm gonna pop a bale here, and just see what happens if I just pop out. That did nothing. Oh my god, I feel so robbed. So I've no need at all for the bale handler. I know I should, for realism's sake, use it, but it's not particularly reliable. So that is 88% fill, and one straw bale will fill it up nicely. I don't mind wasting straw bales because just look at the amount that I have. I probably should have turned on growth again, shouldn't I? Because it would be nice to have got some grass through so that I can make even more hay bales. Looking at the amount I'm using up at the moment, it's... I just realised the cows won't take all this TMR. That could be a problem. Oh! Oh, it'll tell me when I need to give the animals something. That's actually kind of cool. Because if you look at my glance mod, it no longer shows the sheep. That's because they're at 100% productivity. So it'll give me a warning when it when it'll give me a warning when the animal needs to be fed or needs to be given something, which in all likelihood means it needs to be fed. So let's empty this out as much as we can. Hopefully it'll go down to 0, because I have no way of extracting TMR from this thing. And I have no way of getting straw or hay or silage into the cows. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, so next up we're going to be giving the cows some straw, and we're going to give them 4 bales of straw. We're also going to wait for the lag to subside. And wait for the lag to... There we go. There was a lag spike there, so I suddenly stopped mid-sentence in the last like minute. It was lag causing that. XSplit likes to do that sometimes. So we're going to give them 4 bales of straw, 4 bales of hay, and 4 bales of silage. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this before. The reason that I am keeping all the bales in a shed and didn't particularly mind the silage bales being out in the open is because the weather will affect these things if they're left out. So they do 100% need to be kept in a shed somewhere. Wherever that shed is, it's your decision. You could keep it. There's a shed over the other side that probably would have been better than this one. But I only found it after I started stacking in here. This is big enough. Really. So you need to keep the bales indoors because it'll keep them dry and keep them in good shape for the animals. I don't know if the animals will reject bad hay or bad straw, but I know in reality they would. I know in reality the animals would reject bad anything. So yes, that is a thing that actually does happen. Animals will reject. Because I watched The Funky Farmer, and he was talking about how if he gives his cows bad straw or bad silage, they'll eat around the bad parts and just leave it there. So that is 3 bales now, I believe. I'll be able to tell from how full this looks. Yeah, that's only 3 bales. So 1 more bale of straw. And we're going to be running low on hay and silage, but silage tends to be used the least, I believe. So I'm going to be getting the hay in after this. Productivity of the cows is still apparently 5%. Essentially 0. 5% is the lowest productivity you can get. That was in fact 4 bales. That's awesome. You'll notice that I did in fact waste some straw when I was doing the TMR. I don't mind that because the straw ration doesn't need to be massively high. In fact, I could have 0 straw in there and it would do the same thing. I just want to get rid of some straw, basically. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze, so I went as far away from the mic as I could. So there's some straw going in. Hopefully this will take the lot of it, because it didn't. I think if I throw a silage bale in here, it'll give me it'll count as silage, I think. Or is that grass? I'm gonna try with hay bale. I can't even make TMR out of that, so that's a problem. I'm gonna try throwing a single hay bale in and seeing what happens. Now hopefully it'll change colour. Yes, I think that counts as silage, amazingly. So one of the T6s is at a tree. And leave them like that for the time being. Forage. Cows, please tell me you'll take forage. And use this as silage or something. Please tell me you'll accept this. You will? What does forage count as? Do. Somehow both silage and grass. Yes. That's amazing. So I'm gonna back out. Take the fork so I don't have any problems. And I'm gonna go get a solitary silage bale so that the cows are fully fed and running at 100% productivity, you know. How many wools have the sheep made? 760. How many wools did they make? What? So there's a bale here that's on its side, so I'll try and pick this one up. Just give it a nudge so I can get it at a better angle. Nudge. So the greatest angle, but it is better. There we go. Now if I had the bale feed mod, which I don't, I could just bring this straight over and feed the cows with it. I'm gonna give them 2 bales of silage. So we got a few bales. What I'm possibly gonna do off camera as well is restack the silage so that it's neat, and see what I can do about that. Because right now it's an absolute disaster because I was under the impression that it had to be wrapped and couldn't be punctured, which is the case in reality. Apparently this game only adheres to reality in certain situations, even with my slightly more realistic mods. If the more realistic engine does come to 2015, I probably won't get it. 2013 engine was kind of a, hey, let's do something different because I got 2,000 hours in the damn game. I don't mind playing a lot of this game, but 2013 I tended to play in the same like 5 maps the whole time, and I'm kind of doing the same here already, which is why I'm thinking of branching out and doing different things, and that's kind of why I'm bringing in the rules. Essentially, is I want a new I want new experiences. I want to give myself new experiences. So I want you guys. That's why I want you guys to make the rules for me. Because if I made the rules, I'd just make the same rules that I'd always use and just use the same rules constantly. But that's not the point. The point is I want new experiences, not the same experience repeatedly. So that's the cows fully fed. And how is ploughing going? Laggily. Oh my god, there's amazing lag at the moment. Both fields are going wellish. Yeah, something's derping hard. So we'll grab this T6 and we're gonna head back down to the farm. It does look like I won't be able to get any seeding done on camera today. Not in this episode anyway, so I'll do a somewhat unplanned 3rd episode today, which you'll see tomorrow, unfortunately. No, you're not getting a bonus episode. Oh my god, I don't have the time to be doing bonus episodes. I really don't. I'm really kind of stretching my own limits of what is possible for me to do right now. So I'm going to be bringing this T6 up to the farm off screen because our time is just about to run out together for another day. Just about to run out. So the T6 going back up to the farm. I'm going to be hooking up the seeder and bringing it around to the fields, and I will see you then when the seeder's hooked up and ready to go. I'll leave you now by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 2015 on Bjornholm, or Farming Simulator 15, which I don't care which one I use. Hope you don't either, because I'll interchange them more times than you can say bananas at a banana festival. What? Please comment, like, subscribe and all that nonsense. It is much appreciated, despite the fact that I keep calling it nonsense. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.